Was responsible for an attack on a couple last night, which has left a St. Lucie man dead. He has been identified as Aaron Boyce, 23 years, of Well Road, Pike Corner. Shane Seeley was at the scene earlier today, where police were tight-lipped regarding what they call a sensitive investigation.
Police found the body of a young man, reportedly in his 20s, sometime this morning here at the cemetery at Pleasant Hall Gardens in St. Peter. Investigators have been on the scene trying to find any clues, any evidence to determine exactly what happened here. Now, the police public relations officer, Inspector David Welch, spoke to the media on the scene and told us what police know so far.
The body was discovered by the canine unit of the force, along with other police officers, about 10:15 a.m. This search was as a result of a couple being attacked last night just after 10 p.m. whilst they were parked out here at the Pleasant Hall, St. Peter area. The woman is currently safe, and because of the stage of the investigation, we cannot release any further identification as to the two persons involved.
Now, a number of people arrived here on the scene just after 1 o'clock. Reportedly, family members, 3 of them were escorted by a senior police official to identify the body. His aunt, Dorinda Callender, says she got the news late last night along with other family members. They then banded together to search for Aaron.
The other family and friends from all over the island came, where everybody didn't hear at the same time. If not, there would have been more people. And we went all over St. Lucie looking. All the roads and the tracks down St. Andrew, St. Joseph, going into a part of St. George. And we was meeting the police occasionally, you know, and we was talking with them and they were talking with us.
Now, Inspector Welch is warning people about parking out, especially in secluded areas late at night. It's a risk that he's advising you not to take.
You have to be careful with how you maneuver, how you as a motorist continue about your daily business. But we will want to warn persons, as you would say, against this type of behavior, in that you can, as rightly say, bring yourself or cause yourself to be in some attack or harm. So again, you have to make your decisions, but make it in light that this is something that can affect you and your life.
Shane Seeley, CBC News.
Shane, thank you. Consistent education, stronger enforcement by the police, and a demerit system that penalizes bad driving are some of the recommendations from the creators of the online Barbados Driver's Manual. Robert Pitcher, who is also Director of Fun in Sun Publishing, says this could go a long way in reducing the number of deaths on the road and the escalating cost of insurance. Mr. Pitcher says the manual has been replicated in 12 other countries, including Jamaica, Antigua and Barbuda, Trinidad and Tobago, and St. Lucia. He says it should be mandatory reading for every household, as he expressed concern about jam busting.
A lot of people don't understand when you come into the roundabout, whether the person on the left is right or whether the person on the right of the left one is right. The law tells me that if I am dead left, I'm right. But the law also states that the person on the right, the left vehicle must give way to the one on the right. So the one on the right is still right. So if both is right, somebody got to be wrong somewhere along the line.
Mr. Pitcher is also concerned about further breaches in road regulations.
Using the dual carriageway, we have got to make people understand that it is not a fast lane and a slow lane. The dual carriageway tells you that if you are not overtaking a vehicle, you should be on the left. And you only use the right of the dual carriageway when you are overtaking that particular vehicle and you're back in the left lane. We find people on these roads, on the right-hand side, driving at 10 and 15 miles an hour on the dual carriageway on the right-hand side.
Well, next month's Christchurch Carnival should be seen as the first step towards encouraging other communities to get involved in planning crop-over activities. This from Culture Minister Stephen Lashley, who says it will allow communities across the island to cash in on some of the economic activity generated during the festival.
The focus becomes the decentralized aspect of the festival, where the community itself benefits. The vendors, of course, are able to make some money because of the activity. The store owners and, of course, the designers are able to test their creativity. And I believe that that area is perhaps one of the most fundamental areas that we want to see happening in terms of the community aspect of crop over.
Mr. Lashley says carnivals at this level also provide the chance for people in the community with talent to benefit from expert training.
I believe that going forward, what the NCF will also do is to have workshops, have opportunities where skilled persons, designers and so on, can demonstrate how costumes are made and so on, the techniques involved at the community level. So this creates a brand new opportunity for lots of things to happen within the community around the crop over period.
Minister Lashley was speaking at the launch last night of the two-day Christchurch Carnival, scheduled for June the 8th and 9th. One of the organisers, Corey Gale Ford, says 8 bands will make the 5-mile jump from Silver Sands to Watton. He says there will be post-show concerts on both nights at the Watton playing field. The opening of the 40th anniversary of the Crop Over Festival promises to be an exciting one. Bridgetown will come alive like never before for City Fest and the ceremonial delivery of the last canes. On June the 28th, a fun-filled day is in store and thousands are expected to flock to the historic city. Chief Executive Officer of the National Cultural Foundation, Cranston Brown, who launched the event at Republic Bank on Broad Street, says it will highlight the importance of culture. He wants city merchants to embrace the event.
You can benefit from this event through your own promotions to attract persons into your stores and restaurants. We can work together to make this a major success, and we intend to do just that, from the big merchants to the small vendors.
Senior Business Development Officer and producer at the NCF, Alison Seeley-Smith, says patrons will be treated to a fashion show, an art exhibition and many other activities. The ceremonial delivery of the last canes is expected to get underway after a parade from the General Post Office at Cheapside to Hero Square. After that, an entertainment package is planned for the night.
Concert number 1, Taste of the 2014 Tents, provides the audience with a tantalizing glimpse of what's in store musically for 2014. The Forward into the Future parade, the freaks come out at night. This will be a motorcade of special cars and trucks and motorcycles, celebrating all that is future and technology focused. And the finale, a concert like no other. Back to the future of folk. We're talking here about a revolutionary piece of revisioning, reimagining, of projecting into the what-if future of a beloved yet endangered musical form.
Manager, Marketing and Corporate Communications at Republic Bank, Debbie Stout, says crop over is important to Barbados. She gives the bank's commitment to culture and the festival.
We are proud of our involvement with the visual and performing arts and the cultural industries evolving therefrom, and crop over itself. Through our corporate social responsibility program, The Power to Make a Difference, we have, in a very structured manner, assisted with the development of the arts and the manifestation of culture in all its forms. Our support of cultural activities can be traced from the community right through to the national level, from primary school to tertiary institution, from community independent celebrations to NIFCA.
We'll have more news right after